And it's not a handgun.
No,
They're having a
they're having a very real gun. When I mean a very real gun,
Yeah.
like AK-47 and all that, they're having a very real gun. But in UAE, once you landed from the airport, of course, even you can even find it hard to identify who is the police officer, who is the guard and the security. All they look alike because you can't see firearms anywhere.
Ignorance is not excuse.
Absolutely, Dubai is they are zero tolerance when it comes to their laws.
Hello, everybody. So today we are going to talk about security in Dubai. We are going to understand why Dubai is so safe and why everybody is so comfortable relocating to Dubai. Today I bring a security professional that is based here in Dubai and has a lot of experience to tell you guys why Dubai is so safe and why everybody or why Dubai is marketing themselves, I should say, because of how safe it is. This security specialist is going to explain to us how they do it and why Dubai is this safe that it is. Welcome to Vic Influential Podcast, Mr. Stanley.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Stanley, and thank you for having me. So let's get the show started.
So this is your second time coming on my podcast?
Yes, it's my second time, and it has been so much amazing. And this platform has been a very nice platform for, getting people to know and making people have the awareness of what it takes in social media.
Yeah, last time we did not talk at length because there was another guest.
Yeah.
So we decided that this time we are going to have a conversation and explain to our audience about Dubai and how it works here and why Dubai is this safe. Right, so I want to ask you, and again, I brought paper so that I will not miss any point. I hope they will not mind. I will get my questions from this paper.
Fantastic.
So that I have 10 questions to cover, and I don't want to miss anyone.
No problem.
Because of you guys.
Yeah.
So I want to understand initially what drew you to work as a security specialist in Dubai.
I've always loved the security field. Back in the days, I wanted to join the military when I was at home. But because of one thing or the other makes me not to join based on how the security is back home. So I decided to find my way out of the country, and I found my way here. When I got here, I see how the environment is, and I loved it because it was so safe and so comfortable for people to live. So I decided to just hop into security, and since then it has been so much amazing experience for me, and keep going in security. So it's really a very nice, amazing experience for me. So that's the reason why I got into security.
Yeah, me too. I tried also joining military, but why I love military is because of the military gadgets. Yeah, the arms, everything that they use, I love it. But I don't think you will not see it here. Working as a security specialist, you're not using any firearm here.
No, we're not using any firearm. This is one of the things that make the security so interesting. The security here is all about more about the paperwork. It's not about the arm, or maybe you see someone carrying a firearm or something like that. Even the police force, you can't see them having any firearms. It depends on the situation. Very rare you will see a police officer having a firearm, unlike the other countries, or maybe the countries where I came from. You can see even a personal guards, they have the firearm because of the safety and security of the country, which is in this country, you cannot compare it to any other country.
And it's not a handgun.
No,
they're having a
very real gun. When I mean a very real gun, like AK-47 and all that, they're having a very real gun. But in this country, you cannot see it. If you see, maybe you can see maybe taser or something, but a real gun is very rare for you to see a real gun in this country.
But the way it is back home, do you think it has any psychological effect? How everywhere is just all police, security guard, they are just fully armed? Does it have any
Of
psychological
course, of
effect?
course, it has, especially to the people who have not been in Nigeria before.
Mm.
When they see a lot of, when they see all these things in social media, of course, they always presume something bad. Of course, not, it's not good, you know. Let me say, for instance, you come all the way from the airport, you see a lot of people, police, personal guard, everybody having a firearm. Of course, you will be like, what is the reason?
It's
Maybe
like
means,
US, right?
yeah, maybe means there is something, or maybe there is a very high chance of something happening, something bad happening, crime happening. So that's why you see them having a firearm everywhere. But in UAE, once you landed from the airport, of course, even you can even very find it hard to identify who is the police officer, who is the guard and the security. All they look alike,
Mm.
because there is, you can't see firearms anywhere.
So how did everybody get in line? If there is no way to persuade them, you have to do this. How did everybody get in line?
Get in line.
Like, yeah,
I mean
respecting
UAE.
the law. Yeah, yeah.
UAE has been one of the most service country in the whole world that has made their laws very strict. You know, when it comes to the laws and enforcement and rules and regulation of this country is a top notch, which has made everyone work together. Because when you are working, you know that there is a law for everything. There is, when you commit a crime, there's a law for, there's a law that is going to justify that act which you have already, whether it's a theft case, whether you insulted someone, or whether you use abusive words to someone, or maybe whether you harass someone. There's always been a law for everything. That's why this country, the law has made everybody to have a proper behavior. Even though you're coming from a country who use the F word, whenever you get into the airport, you need to make sure that you have read and understand the laws, because when you use something
You will
which
always
is not,
watch your mouth.
of course, when you use abnormal words, definitely you're getting straight away justice for it. So this country, their rules and regulation has made the country, has made everyone to have a very good behavior. I would say they make everybody to have a good behavior in the country. Yeah.
I think it's a good one because, yeah, there are these things that, most of I will use Nigeria for instance. My people are always confrontational. They're always present.
Yeah.
They're always present. But back there, we don't see it as anything. It's just like, don't let anybody bully you.
Yeah.
I don't think there is anybody that will allow you to bully him or her in Nigeria because they are always outspoken, and whatever you want that place, you will start it there and settle it there.
Yeah, absolutely, of
Yeah.
course.
So when you leave Nigeria and go to other nations, Nigerians are always causing problems. That is how they're going to see it, right?
Yeah.
But again, I also see my people following the laws or rules and regulations or the guidelines. You see them become these professionals, crazy professionals, and like even talking. When I see some Nigerians are talking with Nigerians, I see everything is just like UAE, right? And where we're coming from is everybody need to be loud.
Absolutely.
You need to make your point very, very clear.
Absolutely.
and loud also.
That's what in Nigeria
So
is known for, yeah.
when we come here, it becomes like labeled as troublesome people, but that one is by the way. So I want to see, can you talk us through a typical day in your role and what makes it invaluable?
Okay. Um, I would say during the time, I mean, during my time here as a security personnel, it has been a lot of back to back challenges and good experience, because when you face these challenges, you get experience from it, you learn from it, and I have faced a lot of things in terms of how I started as a security personnel and how I'm going and the place I intend to go. It has been a very much nice experience for me, and the role that the role as a security has bring a lot of questions. for me. And people always be like, whenever they see the security, they'll be like, what? Why are you coming? Maybe when you're trying to approach someone, they'll be like, why is the security coming? Why is they'll always have in that their mind like, okay, if the security is coming, there's always a problem. But sometimes you are there to guide them, to show them the right directions of where they're going, to answer their questions if they have any questions, or to know if actually they know where they're going, or maybe they missed their way. You need to guide them and have them, have them knows what is the rules and regulation in depending on the places where you find the person. So, but people always see security as a very big challenge. They always see security as something that is always a problem, and which is absolutely not. So in that kind of is a big challenge for me, because when I'm coming to approach someone, I'm not coming to approach you because there is a problem. I'm coming to approach you. Sometimes I want to have a conversation. I want to know how the experience is going. I want to know if you're facing any difficulties, that kind of a thing. So security for me has been absolutely a good experience.
I have not, in my experience here in Dubai, I hear people saying it. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, right? But I've not seen where they arrested people. I have not seen where police arrest somebody on the street anywhere. It happens. I'm not saying it doesn't happen.
Yes.
But I've not seen it. It means it doesn't happen so much often on the street, police arresting people. And people stay in line. I'm trying to emphasize, or how did they get it in people's head to obey the law? Because I've not seen people misbehaving. Like, I've not seen people misbehaving unnecessarily. If you go to the West or social media, or you go to other countries like ours, you will see where something happened or fighting or something, police will come and arrest somebody, right?
Yes.
But I have not seen it here in Dubai. How is it?
Okay. In that question, like I said before, the law has made everyone has their place. The law has put everyone in
Even
their place.
fighting?
Fighting, because they know, okay, it's not only fighting. Let me say, for instance, I'm having an argument with you. I need to be careful of my words. Threatened words, using a vocal words like, using a direct words like using an F word, all those kind of things. They has their own law. And one thing I love about Dubai, they always make things clear. They always make each and every regulation clear for you. They always advise, if you're coming into the country, make sure you study the law of the country. Know what you need to do and what you don't need to do. Know where there is the end line for you, not to cross the line, because each and everything you do comes with a penalty.
Ignorance is not excuse.
Absolutely. Dubai is they are zero tolerance when it comes to their laws. You have to follow the laws regardless of who you are. It doesn't matter. You have to follow the laws. That's why it has get people in line to abide into the law, to respect one another, to respect the environment. So this has made people, they cannot just come out on the street now and start fighting. If you have a problem, you do what? You call the police. If you have an issue, or maybe there's an accident or something, what you have to do, you have to call the police number from your phone, call the emergency number, explain your situation, and somebody will come to you immediately in response to the situation or to the emergency. But when you take laws into your hands and trying to make a certain conclusion in your hands, to engage into a physical, or maybe engage into a verbal abuse, definitely you're getting a penalty for it. So this has made people fall in line to abide with the rules and regulation in Dubai.
So that is the mechanism they put in place to make sure that UAE stands out from other countries. Is there any, like, because I'm trying to understand, it's not just physically that it's safe, psychologically also, everybody is always conscious of what they're doing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So is there anything they're doing, like educational, trying to let people know that this is your day-to-day? Is it an educational system trying to let people understand how it must work here? Or just that, okay, people have heard that Dubai is safe, or UAE is very safe. So when they're leaving their country to come to UAE, they already made up your mind. I'm not going there to mess up. Is it?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Huh?
Yes.
It's not that there are educational system that is educating people. Is that people have already heard the news, so they already know. Because there is also this thing I heard. Somebody, a guy that went out with his underage, something like that. I heard it. I'm not sure that.
Yes, a
And he's
guy.
doing time now.
Yes, there is a guy. Okay. The story was, as per what I read from the news, the story was there are this family that came from the UK.
Yeah.
The black family came from the UK. The white family came from the UK. So they were staying. They happens to stay in. They happens to stay in, I think, in the same hotel, but back in UK they were not friends.
They don't know each other before.
They don't know each other. They happens to get in contact of each other in social media, however, and then they start chatting. And then this one is like, I'm on vacation in Dubai, and this one like, yeah, I'm also in vacation in Dubai. So they kind of meet up, and then from before you know it, something
Happen.
led to one another, and then they happen to be together. And then when the parents, when they went back to the UK, the white parents went back to the UK. So the mother, I don't know, went through the phone of the girl and then found these whole conversations, and find out that something has happened between the daughter and
the
this guy. So the mother had to do what? Raise the awareness to the police. And to the greatest surprise, the black family is still
Here.
in the UAE. So when the mother, imagine the mother is already out of the UAE. In some other countries, they'll be like,
okay,
it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
They won't take the cases very serious. But when the mother raised the awareness of, okay, this is what has happened to my daughter when I was on vacation, and this particular person has engaged with my daughter out of my own concept, and this is still underage, and I cannot tolerate this. The mother took action and said, okay, I want to raise this, I want to take this further. The police immediately register this. And by the way, whenever you open the case in UAE, you cannot leave the country until the case is closed. Regardless, whether you're a tourist, whether you're a resident here, once a case is opened under your name, you can never leave UAE before until that case is closed. But this woman is already out of the country, and the case was opened, and the victim was caught, and then he was charged.
Yeah.
So this has made people, it's also create awareness for people that you cannot just come into the UAE regardless. You cannot just come into the UAE and create
and mess up
and create a problem or do something out of the law and go scot-free. Regardless who you are, once you are accountable or once you found guilty of your charges,
you're going to be accountable of your action.
Getting the penalties.
Yeah, so I know many people heard the news because he went wide. So everybody coming in now will be like, wow, if I'm looking at somebody now, I need to be careful.
For sure. That's why if you're engaging into, I mean, you are involving yourself with people.
Yeah.
So you need to understand, you need to know what you're getting yourself involved. You need to read the signs, which maybe you're crossing the road or maybe you're going to the metros. You need to follow the laws.
Yeah.
Because UAE is a particular country that does not joke with your rules and regulations. It's very, very important. And it's also something that keeps them going, you know. It's like you having a house, having your house, and then you met a certain rules, you set a principles of that, you set the principles for that house on how that house can be safeguarded, on how that house will promote safety, on how that house will be educated. You create awareness on how that house will be maintained. If all these things are going, it's gonna make that house peaceful. It's gonna make that house comfort for everyone to stay. But if someone comes in and mess up that house, definitely the house will not remain safe again for people. So for that house to remain safe, everybody has to abide with the rules and regulation. So this is UAE.
The owner need to lead.
Exactly. This is
and
UAE
be strict,
as a house, and its government has make the laws very strong. Now, it's not only about the laws; it's about respecting people, their culture. You know, they have made these laws particularly for women and children. If you go to the metros today, you will see a
Yeah.
separate cabins for women and children. Okay, if you go to the hospitals, there's a sections where is women and children.
Mm.
So they are promoting the safety and security awareness, and as well promoting comfortability for the people to come stay in the country. So that's why
Mm.
it's one of the countries now that have the biggest attractions, and that's why a lot of people are coming, all the way from around the world,
Mm.
moving into Dubai because they know it's safe. It's a place where I can let my children go to school without having bodyguards, or without
Mm.
having
Somebody harassing them, something like that.
without having someone bullying them at school, without having buying a bulletproof car for them to go to school. So a lot of people are coming to Dubai for a lot of reasons, but most of the reasons are the safety and security of the
No,
country.
it's crazy, you know. If I want to say it is like this in my own country, and it's very, very insane. Okay, I will say, okay, what about UK? And it's like the same thing, and it looks like their own is worse because there is something going on right now online. And Elon Musk is calling for a UK present prime minister to resign, that he's complicit in some things that happened when he was still the royal prosecutor, royal something like that. I cannot get exactly. So it is like this. Before UK police prosecute any crime, they have to get go from the guy when he was still in charge. That is he royal guard or no, not royal guard, something royal anyway.
Mm-hmm.
It is appointed by the royal family or king or queen, whoever is in charge will appoint the person. He's always appointed, right?
Okay.
So when Stammer was in charge of that office, under him there was so much violation of the British ladies, caused by hoodlums, people from so country. I don't want to mention it. If anybody search for it, they will say it. So now Elon Musk is seriously calling for the guy to resign.
To resign because of
Yeah,
his acts.
yeah, because of he was complicit. Elon Musk said he was complicit in the rape of Britain. He called it rape of Britain. It means that so much gas was raped during that time, right? And this is United Kingdom, Great Britain. And this is how it is now. If you also talk about America, you will still see the same thing. And there is no way, I don't think there is any country you call now that is not like this, except these GCC countries.
Yeah, GCC in particular. If you're mentioning GCC, you'll be particularly UAE.
UAE.
This is, I mean, I can say I haven't been in a lot of countries, but I found myself here, and in terms of in the experience that I've had here, and in the conversations that I have had with the people outside of the country, I can say confidently that UAE is the best. UAE is the best. Why? Because of their laws, the rules and regulations that they made here. Their political department is not like, you cannot compare it with the other political platform. I mean the other political
Other countries'
countries.
politics.
Yeah, you cannot compare it with the other countries' politics. Here, there is nothing like this party, that party, creating a lot of let's say in terms of going for the presidential election, or maybe in terms of going for the election, this party is causing a commotion against another party, and they're playing with the people's life in the country. But in this country, you will not see such a thing. The government of this country has put people first, has put the safety first, has put the has
The
created
citizens.
yeah has put its citizens first, creating safety and security of the people, making the public spaces more safe for people to stay. If you go to the walkways now, you will see a lot of cameras on the ways. You see a very high advanced systems, surveillance cameras on the roads. why are all these things so important? These things are important. It promotes safety, by the way, and is very important because it makes someone, an individual who wants to commit a crime right now, when he look around, he will see there's a lot of cameras around the places. He will not do that act because he knows that once I'm committing this act, I'm being recorded from the cameras, and once I'm being recorded, definitely I'm gonna be caught. So the surveillance around the public space has promoted in stopping people or deterrate people from committing crimes, and which makes the public spaces very, very nice. But one thing that I find so challenging that people don't understand is, even though you are under the camera, does not mean you should leave your belongings unattended. If you when you go to the metro stations now, you will be hearing an announcement saying, do not leave your baggage unattended. When people goes to public beach, what to do? They will just keep their bags and then they will run away. They will go, maybe leave their items here. They will go like 100 yards away, and then they'll feel like, okay, yeah, I'm in Dubai, is safe.
But it's still safe, right?
Yeah, it's safe. To be honest, it's safe. Even though someone picks it, they will be found. But the thing is, do not have this in your mind.
Don't give the other guy headache, please. Don't give the security guys headache.
and because this is one of the challenges that I see in my own establishment. People, they leave their bags carelessly, and then they'll there is a security here. There is physical security. There is a CCTV surveillance. So
people being careless with their properties.
I don't care. So this is one of the challenges I always advise people. Always have your bags with you.
You know, this is one of the reasons why I asked you, do people come here and behave? Is it psychologically? How did the UAE government do this? Is it the culture? How did they get to do it? Because I know human being is difficult.
Very, very difficult.
Human being is difficult. So how did, if they come here, they will fall in line? How did they get in line? It's mind-boggling. How did people get here? Because I know... if you ask me what of the most difficult thing to do, I would say is not to invent anything. I would tell you is to manage human being, man.
Yes, that's right. To manage human being is very difficult because there are people who, no matter what you do, they will still gonna do what they want.
Yeah.
But UAE has made it so clear. That's why you see people fall in line. Their laws are very clear. They are very clear. If you mess up, you get whatever you do, whatever that is the charges, you get it. It's not like I'm going to the police. Like, okay, back in the country, when you do something, you can sort the police out, and the police is gonna let you go free. Even
you will not show up.
You will not show up.
They
can even call you. You will not show up.
Yeah.
But here in UAE, regardless, big or small, whether you are even Elon Musk, if he comes here today in UAE and do something bad, he will be accountable of his actions.
I've lost my money. I've lost my money in the metro station before. So after let me say 2-3 minutes, I noticed that I brought my purse out, and the same pocket, I had money in that pocket that was not in the purse. I checked, I could not see that money again. I went back, check. I did not see. So I went to the police and told them, I just lose money right now here. They asked me how much. They asked me, are you sure? Yes. So the police guy told me, what do you want? I told him, you can just check camera. He said it doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
It's not that we will not help, we'll help, but we need to go and open case because of this.
Absolutely.
You understand?
Yes.
So yes, we got that guy, that money we have it, but do you want that headache?
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing.
Do you want, because you will be available.
You need to be available to come.
You will be available. Once we open it, you are going to be available. So now, the guy was looking at me. You make the choice, no problem. If you want us to go ahead straight right the way, now we go ahead. We open case for you right now. If you check the headache doesn't worth the money,
then you let it go.
Just let everybody be.
This is one thing I understand.
Okay, thank you, sir.
this is one thing I love about UAE. if okay, there was an incident that happened where I work. One guy for no reason he slapped one of the security personnel on
What?
duty for no reason.
Who
I,
slapped who? A security guy slapped a security
no,
guy?
a guest.
Oh shit.
A guest came for no reason. He slapped one of the security personnel for no reason. Like the guy didn't do anything. The guy was just standing
Was he
performing.
drunk?
The guy was standing performing his duty, and then all of a sudden, this guy came out from nowhere with his shoes. He just pulled off his shoes, and then he hit the security light 2 3 times,
I think he was drunk.
and the whole thing was captured on the camera. So, when we were trying to make this guy understand that you have
Committed a
created,
crime.
you have created a
Yes.
crime, or you have
Created
created
a
an
sin
act
also.
or a
Mhm.
sin that is going to lead you into a problem. The guy was like, I don't care. I don't care. So we are trying to make him understand that your act now is going to cause a very big problem if we call the police for you. So you need to find a way to apologize to the guy to let him be okay. The guy was like, I don't care. And
He will
I'm
not
leaving.
apologize.
So because of that, we called the police. When the police came and the guy was also showing a very, very bad attitude, and the police were like, it seems like
He's
this guy
American.
this guy
Ah.
is not okay. So they asked they asked
Why
the,
did I just guess American?
they
Because
asked the
I've had crazy.
man, those guys I don't understand, honestly. They asked
I've had crazy experience with them also.
they asked the guy, the guy who was beaten, they asked him, what do you want? The police asked him straight away, what do you want? And the guy was like, I want to open up a case. And they told him, if you open up a case, you're going to be available to make sure that you follow up this case to the end. The guy said, yes, I want to open up a case. Right away, straight away, they opened up a case for this guy, against that guy. So the police picked up the guy who beat the security guy, and then they drove off. And then they gave this guy the reference number of the whole case and everything. So the next day, it's like the alcohol disappeared from his eyes, and he was looking for the security guy to apologize. So the security guy was like, no, I'm not showing up.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, because he's the one who opened the case.
Mm.
So I'm not showing up. You hit me, so whatever there's going to be the consequences, I will take it to the fullest. And you will be there. You will answer to whatever I'm going to call. So the guy went to the hospital, he checked up himself, and he bring all the bill, and he said that you're going to pay for this bill. And the guy paid for the bill, and at the end of the day, the guy was begging was begging the security guy to, okay, I'm apologizing to you for the whole act with the sum of amount of money. I don't want to mention the money. He was giving the guy as a reward of my act. I apologize. The guy apologized. His wife came. His wife apologized. They gave him the money, and they were like, "Are you okay? Are you satisfied?" Before that guy closed that case. Imagine if that guy does not close that case,
You go to
this
court.
guy will
Yeah.
keep
Yeah.
staying in the country till
Mm.
that case is closed.
Yes.
Or he can even take it to court, and if he takes it to court and he found guilty, he goes to jail. So the law of this country has made people, even though you are crazy, when you come here, you will behave yourself. The police they don't need to force you for anything. If they come to arrest you, you resist the arrest, you double up the case.
No, you will not resist.
There are people who do that. When they come to arrest you, they don't carry guns.
Yeah,
So when
yeah,
they come
you
to
want
arrest,
to-
they will just tell you gently, you will just enter the car. But when you resist the arrest,
I can still
There is
guess. I
another-
can still guess the people resisting this arrest.
there is another law for that. When the police comes to
Yeah.
arrest you and you resist the
Yeah,
arrest, there's another
yeah.
law for that. And when they join all the laws together, you'll be facing a very long time. in
You go
jail.
there here. You go there here. Tire.
So the thing is, when you come to the country, I will advise the people, when you come to UAE, just abide with the rules and regulation. If you have a problem, report to the police, report to the nearest police station. If you don't have a police station, you have a security personnel on duty, or maybe you have a security personnel next to you, report to the person. When you report to this person will assist you in every aspect to make sure you get a justice. This is one thing I love about UAE. It's not only about the police, it's also about the security
Yeah.
personnel. All these people have a good connections with the police. If a security personnel rings a police and give them the information, within a few seconds, the police will be responding to that, depending on the situation. So, is a good thing for a person whenever he comes to this UAE in particularly.
Behave.
Always, please read the lines of the laws. Is
No,
very important.
most people don't even have to read it, but they already heard this is UAE. And when you go there, respect yourself. If you just respect yourself, you've obeyed all the law.
Absolutely, you will obey all the laws. And another thing which I will also advise, particularly on the people of my country, to always, whenever you got whenever you are issued a visa to come to the country, the visa always says leave on time before your visa expires, so that you will be what available to come back the next time. Because when you stays illegal into the country, it's absolutely
To get the visa again will be
nightmare. It's not
problem.
only
Yeah.
about getting the visa. It's a big nightmare for you, because nothing that you're going to do is going to work legally. Nothing that you're going to do is going to work, because
Yeah.
whatever that is going to work here is going to make sure to be that you are legal into the country for you to get a job.
You have to be as white as snow.
Absolutely.
You have to be as
So-
white as snow.
So
No,
security
some people.
here
No,
is
some
not a
people need to
joke.
be intentional, right? There are some things you need to do. If you have plan, there are people that will just come. They will. I don't care. This. They just live their day-to-day life without thinking of, okay, this thing can happen tomorrow. What can hinder my? If I have any plan tomorrow, what can hinder it, right?
Yes,
So
that's
in
true.
that case, you have to be intentional. There is this thing I wanted to do with a friend, because I have a serious plan. I don't know if it will work or it will not work. But I said no. I'm not going to do anything that will put me on record.
Absolutely. That's a good thing.
I will not do anything that will put me on record. And the person was trying to, he's not going to be. I said no. I didn't think that it's going to put me on record. It will not happen.
That's the best
I will
decision.
not do it.
That's the best decision, because people don't understand, like, the kind of experience that I've had now. There is nothing I can do in this life to say that I'm going to risk it for me to be on record of a bad of a criminal record. or
Even
a
if
bad
it's
record.
not a criminal, I just don't want to be on record.
Yes,
Let
well-
it just be my record with Visa, bank. Let it just be that one.
Absolutely, because once you get yourself in a record,
Yeah.
believe me, it doesn't go out.
Let it just be that one. I don't want more.
That record doesn't go out. It will stay in this country. No matter what you do, whenever you come back, there's where they put your record.
If I'm going to be on record again, let it be for business.
Yes.
Yes, this one they have to look. No. So I've had experience with Americans. I think 3 times, because I worked in a ship.
Ah.
Yeah, for 7 years in Nigeria.
Wow.
So Americans, we have so much Americans, British guys. We have almost everybody from around the world working there. But most security guys there in that ship are Americans. Yeah, we have Americans working there as security guys. Most of them are crazy arrogant, man. I'm telling you, 80% of them working there, 80% of the security guards, not other people working, the security, they are arrogant. They will come talk to, it's Nigeria. It doesn't matter. You can talk anyhow. Nobody cares, right? The person gets angry, he will talk back.
Absolutely.
So they will be playing. So this guy, and if I'm on duty as a chef, right, I don't like you opening the door for me. When I'm set, I will open it and I will serve you. Every time the guy will just come and he will open the door. It's time serve. Every time. I've told him, don't open this, and I'll open it myself. He will start speaking. Think I don't understand what he's saying. Don't open this next time. I'm telling you, don't open it. You will think you have something up here, upstairs. I also have it. The second time this guy come, he opens it. I close the back. I told them breakfast is finished. 5 o'clock, people was coming for breakfast. Dude thought I was joking. I told them breakfast is finished. We already set everything. Everything is open, because there I was the senior, right? So anything happens, it's going to be me. Anywhere I am, they are going to come and do this thing. I told them breakfast is finished. Let everything be. I was ready for that dude. that day to change.
Whatever that's
I
going to
was
be,
ready for him to
let
change.
it
And he
happen that
changed.
day.
You know the thing, Nigerians, they will start getting mad, right?
Mhm.
I told them breakfast is finished. Nigerians was not having it. They say, serve us now. Sabina, this guy said, no. This dude will apologize and promise not to do this thing again. If una no like, I'm not gonna go call captain. They went and bring captain of the ship. Captain asked what happened. I explained. The guy was still doing I'm American. I said.
Yeah, those guys are.
The guy was still doing I'm
Yeah,
American.
Americans are very arrogant. I'll be very honest with
They
you.
went and called my boss. I thought he will say, I'm sorry for everything he said and promise not to do this kind of thing again. He will allow me to open this office myself. And he will respect everybody working inside here. He
That's
will not
good.
just come and be disrespecting people making food for him.
Of course.
It will not happen here. Unless I am not here. If I'm here, it will not happen. Everybody, Nigerians, the hall is filled up. Nobody's eating. My manager was telling me, Victor, serve this paper. I said, he's not going to, Campos. We called him Campos. I said, Campos is not going to happen. I was filled up with anger, vibrating. Dude said,
you were overloaded.
After he said sorry, I told him come for lunch. He did not eat breakfast that day.
Amazing.
Nigerians was mad. Everybody was shouting inside hall, vibrating.
It should be. Sometimes you need to.
He left.
You need to teach people to
He
make them
left.
understand.
It becomes a rumor after 1 week, 2 weeks. Everybody, if I enter inside the mess, everybody will be talking blah 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 blah. The guy left on vacation. He did not come back again. Because all his shoulder went down. He did not believe it.
Yeah, but the thing is, this is one thing I love about this country. Everybody respects his or herself. This country is not a place that you can come and you disrespect or belittle someone, bullying. No, all those things you cannot find it in this country.
Yeah.
That's why this country is very nice, especially. Like this experience you just narrated now, it's gonna happen here. It can never happen here. Everybody who is here they know the rules and the law. They cannot just come and disrespect someone, because they know if you disrespect someone, okay, let's forget about the security aspect. You're working in an establishment, and the establishment has the rules. If you disrespect someone under that establishment, there's gonna be an action, and which is going to be taken very seriously. Even where I work, as a security person, even the people under me, I cannot disrespect them. I treat everybody with respect, because I know, logically, when you treat someone with respect,
You get it back.
It's reciprocated back to you.
You get it back.
Because that's what people don't understand. But people from all this world, all these Europeans, these Americans, of course, they always think that they are the top of the mountain. They have the upper hand. They can talk to someone anyhow. But I don't blame them. It depends on how they were brought up, particularly how the country is being brought up. People are always feeling intimidated. They always think if you have money and I don't have money, you have the upper hand. So maybe whenever you're talking to me, I'll be feeling intimidated. And I will want to show that arrogancy from inside because of what is inside.
Shit, you can't bully me, man.
Yeah, you can't bully me. So
you cannot do that.
Exactly. Maybe you're not coming for bully. Maybe you're trying to talk to them. Maybe you're trying to say something. But the way they are,
if I'm speaking with you, feel that arrogancy. Yeah, straight up, you get it straight up.
The way they are talking, the way they are feeling the whole thing, or maybe the way they are receiving the message that you're sending to them, they will feel like, okay, who is this? Who the hell are you? Who the hell are you? You're talking to me. Do you know who I am?
Yeah.
In this country, we don't ask, who are you? Do you know who is me? No, in this country, we don't ask such a thing. Everybody speaks with respect, and that's one thing I love about this country. So, that's it.
Yeah. I guessed immediately because of working with them for 7 years. I knew exactly
Americans
how.
I knew
exactly how
arrogant.
they
I'll be very honest. If you're an American watching me, they're not just
No,
me.
that is who
I'm,
they are.
I'm saying, I'm saying
they
from
already
my,
know.
I'm saying from my own perspective, because I have been in contact with these people. I've dealt with them. My uncle has lived there for almost 2 decades. He has been living in America, and I know how this dude acts whenever I talk to him. So basically, it's not only because of him, and a lot of people that I've engaged with, they are very, very,
Yeah,
very, very
dude
rude.
said, "Who are you? You are in a shithole country." I told him you left your diamond country and come to shithole to work. I don't understand.
Bro,
Do you have something upstairs?
bro.
Are you okay or no?
That
He was
is
like,
the only thing I can say about America is just because of that passport. The rest of the whole thing is just a nightmare. I'm being very
"No,
honest with you.
no. They've already
Just
built.
the passport. The rest of the
They've
whole thing is
already.
a nightmare. You can't live in America, my brother. Depending on the New York, whatever, LA, Las Vegas, you can't. The only thing there is just that passport. That's the only benefit they have. The rest of the whole thing is just a nightmare.
No,
America is a very big
the
headache.
country is also a great country, but these guys, I don't know how they were brought up.
When I
Seriously,
say when you're talking about a great country, bro, you cannot compare America with UAE.
it depends. It
Uh,
depends what you're comparing on.
Now, in terms of a lot of things, I would say the only thing that is differs there, you would say, okay, in terms of as
Something made them biggest economy in the world.
biggest economy. Okay, if you compare UAE to America, under which part are you comparing?
No, there is, startups, business. If
I
you're
know.
running, if you're doing a business here and doing the same business there, you'll make more there.
Because
Even
of the
this
currency.
podcast we are doing, I'm not talking if you measure it equally, whatever you do here and do it there, I think you'll get more there. They
Now-
have a great economy. They have a okay.
Economies is nice.
Mm.
Economy. Actually, this is not a topic for America.
Yes.
Like, economy is nice, but bro, you cannot compare it with UAE.
No, yeah, it's good.
Why
They're
a
good.
lot of people are moving here in UAE? I have a lot of people that I follow in the social
The
media.
culture is messed up. They have a messed up culture.
I have a people that I follow here. I follow in social media. They have moved. They relocated from US, particularly, to UAE. When you ask them what is the reason, they will give you like A4 paper, like maybe 20 pages.
They'll tell you security, cost
20
of
pages
living,
of reasons
this,
why
this.
they came here. Do you know what it means? You live in UAE. Whatever you get goes directly to your pocket. You don't have all these mortgage heavy problems. You don't have all these insurance issues. You don't have all these what is it called, tax issues. Here is tax.
I think it's tax issue, tax
Mortgage.
issue. Mortgage, you are the person that entered the mortgage, you have to pay.
Yes, but in UAE.
Insurance also, you are the person that entered insurance, you have to pay.
But in UAE, you see how the insurance comes
Yeah.
when you engage in work.
It's a business-free environment. You are free to do your
Absolutely.
business
So,
and get your
Yeah,
returns.
America is America. America has had a name back in the years, decades
You think they're not
ago.
having now?
They have got the names, but UAE, bro, UAE in the next 20, let's say in the next 2030 or maybe 2040 thereabout, Americans will not see. They cannot be able to compare UAE. The development that is coming.
All the innovations are coming from there. All the innovations is coming from there.
Yes. Like I said, America has been built.
Technology, everything is coming from there. Even now,
America has been built. America has been. Okay, technologies, everything is coming.
AI revolution is coming from there.
Okay, then what is happening? When I say America has been built, these people has been. They have all the necessary equipment, but utilizing it is a problem.
They are still utilizing.
Utilizing.
All the biggest techs are there. All the biggest techs are there.
Okay.
Startups, biggest techs also coming from there. So
Yes, I won't say. Yeah, they have all these things you're saying. They have the biggest stakes. They have the latest advanced technologies. They have. China do have as well. China do have as well. They are one of the top countries that have the latest versions of technologies. So, what makes America so exceptional? But when it comes to UAE is a talk and do country. It's a talk and do country.
no, UAE is good. They are pretty good. They are top notch good.
When I say they are talk and do country, they implement. Okay, Steve Harvey came here,
Mm.
and he was
Yeah,
having
I know.
a conversation with I think, I don't know who he was having a conversation with, and he was like, "How is this possible to build this country in less than 50 years plus
Mm.
in this kind of
Yeah.
high advanced future?" He was asking this question.
Yeah.
He's from America. He's an American citizen. Why did he ask this
No,
question?
I get what you're saying now. Right now, I understand what you're saying. The leader, UAE government, Dubai ruler, they're doing extremely well.
They talk.
There's
They
no
do.
two ways about it. No,
There is only one way.
I get that one.
They put their plan
Mm.
and they give you the plan.
I
They
get
show
that
you the
one.
plan.
But no, right now, the only problem we're going to have with America is the citizens, how they relate with people. But outside UAE, if it's in Nigeria, their character is welcome. Let them bring it. They will get
Ah,
back
no.
back whatever they
They
want.
know that they cannot, because they know that Nigerians as well. Nigerians are, they're not arrogant, but Nigerians are very open. They are bold. They are straightforward.
What you dish out immediately, you get in
Exactly,
return.
they are straightforward. If you come with a crazy mind, they will show you a double crazy mind. If you come with a humbleness, Nigeria will show you humbleness to the full.
Yeah.
So that one they cannot. They know very well they cannot.
Yeah. Another thing is, if it's economy, if it's startup, America is still crazy, man. America is like, they're crazy. Whatever they were putting in everything. I was watching Donald Trump the other day. He's not even yet the president. The businesses he's bringing in, people that wants to invest in everything is mind-boggling, man. Now,
Yes.
right now, most people, thousands, millions of people are building houses or buying real estate worth $50 million, $100 million, right? Most people are doing it. Countless of people are doing it there. Do you know houses you will get here for $100 million? How many?
There's a lot, man.
How many? How many people are getting it? It's also people from that place. I know,
Yes.
but that place, the security is not good, and I think is meant that way properly. Somebody is probably doing proper. How should I say this? Somebody's purposely doing that, right? Some group
Yes,
of people are purposely doing that.
Exactly. They are messing the country
But
up.
still, man,
They are messing the
do you
country
want
up.
do you want to talk all these movie industries? Which one do you want to talk about? Do you want to talk about Marvel?
See,
Do you want to talk about Silicon? Okay, Silicon Valley. Do you want to talk about California?
see, I know.
California. Okay, you know California right now. Okay, most people are leaving California and going to Texas, right? But if you talk about or you want to measure in the revenue, what California or the tax they are paying, the companies in California are paying to the government, man.
That's
If
a
you
lot.
check it,
That's millions and millions of dollars.
Twitter was there.
Gosh, I know.
Microsoft.
All those heavy companies are there.
Man.
I understand, but the thing is, like I said,
Hollywood is there.
like I said, the topic. Okay, why are these people going with all these hefty securities?
Huh?
The question still remains:
Yeah.
why are they going
That
with all these
no,
bounces?
that is the culture. That is the culture they have there. Also, the security companies there are making billions of dollars. Somebody will leave government in America, a top of a government official, and will still have his clearance. His or her clearance open,
Okay.
right? And we'll be getting what should I say? Intelligent this thing briefing, top intelligent briefing. Somebody that is no longer working in the government, that is working in private sector, will be using government intelligence to be making millions of dollars.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so that is their culture.
That's
It's meant
true.
that way.
It's meant that way. Does not mean okay. No, see, you can't say it means that way. I mean, a country not being safe is meant that way.
No, what they are doing is they do it purposely, man.
I know, of course, people cause commotion.
That is why I said
be
every
able to make money.
every company you start in America, you're going to make a lot. There are so much people that are going to be there to be patronizing whatever crap you're doing.
Exactly. Yeah, there are people who are there to put money to sponsor crimes, to do a lot
Yeah.
of things, to make sure that they have that attraction to destroy the country and to also get to benefit from it. But that's why I said,
The company is making silicon. You
I
know, all
know
this silicon they're using. It's also making a huge amount of money, man.
they are, but bro, you cannot compare USA.
Hmm.
No
I
matter.
also tell you right now that okay, see right now, private companies in US are talking lobbying now to start building nuclear power plants. This is the only first place that are talking about it in the world. Right now in the world, American companies are talking about building their own nuclear power plant. I even heard that Google has its own nuclear power plant.
Okay.
Because AI is right now, there is a time American energy right now is not sufficient for AI, all this AI technology.
Yes.
So companies privately will start building nuclear power plant. Nobody's talking about it. UAE is not talking. Private companies building nuclear power plant, man.
See, like I told you, what I said earlier, the plans that UAE has in time to come, let's say in the next 2050 or 2040 or 2050, is going to be mind-blowing. They have a lot of plans. They have not yet unveiled a plan, and which if they do, you'll be like, where are they going to put all this plan? And US in times to come cannot have that space to compare UAE. Because
even
when I say
even
to
in
compare-
20 years, even in 20 years, in 30 years, if a crazy president did not take over America
only
and
way
going
American-
LGBTQ trajectory, if that person did not do it, America will still lead in so many things.
I'm still coming to what I'm saying. Like now, where this incoming president Donald Trump, the way he is trying to put things together, if he succeed, America will come back to life again. But if they continue the way they are going, you see what is going on in Canada now? What is happening in Canada?
The dude has already resigned.
Yes. I heard he tenders his resignation on Monday. I think next Monday he's. I think the upcoming Monday he's about to tender his resignation, but now Donald Trump is saying, Donald Trump is asking if
They will join.
They will accept to join
America.
as
It will not happen.
51 country.
It's not happen.
But 51 states. I think they will not do it.
It will not happen.
Because if they're gonna do it, means Canada is going to go down.
It will not happen. Canada is too huge. It's too huge to be one state.
It can be.
Huh?
It can be.
No, it will not.
There is this state.
They might have a common understanding.
There is this state in America that is bigger than Nigeria. Do you know about it?
Yeah,
Alaska. I think it's Alaska.
Alaska is the biggest.
It's bigger than Nigeria.
Texas is big.
Okay. So
New Mexico is big.
Exactly.
America is big. I know America is big.
So
California, I think California is also bigger than Nigeria.
Canada joining them, I don't think so. California now.
Yeah, I think so.
Alaska is the only country.
No, Alaska is very big.
That is bigger than Nigeria because I have googled it. I think California is.
If you're flying from New York to California, do you know how long it is? Anywhere you fly from Nigeria, is there anywhere that is more than 2 hours? I don't think there is anywhere that is up to 2 hours, no matter where you're flying from.
I think.
Yeah?
I think.
Now, if you're flying from Kanu to where? To Lagos, how many hours is that?
I think it's around 1.5 hours.
Yeah. So I don't think there is anywhere you fly from Nigeria that is up to, okay,
depends
let me
on
say
the
4 hours.
That they used.
Yeah? From California to New York is about, I think, 4 hours. 4 to 6 hours. I think 4 to 6 hours.
4 to 6 hours.
Yes.
I'm not sure. I haven't googled it, but depends on the route.
I think 4 to 6 hours. Yes.
Yeah, but I'm sure the only state that is bigger than Nigeria from United States is Alaska.
Alaska is very massive. I know. I have checked this before,
so
but I'm not exactly
if
sure.
Alaska is big, Canada can equally be one of the states in the United States of America. It can be, but I don't think they can. I don't think that's the best decision Donald Trump
It
needs to
that will
make,
not happen, you know.
because he has a lot to do. He has a lot to work.
They'll
He
I
has a
think they
lot
are going
to.
to have a common understanding for something, but it's not Canada
Absolutely,
joining
yes.
them.
It's maybe they can bring someone else to be the new prime minister for Canada to see how they can reshuffle things to get Canada back to track. But them considering Canada to be one of the states in
No,
America, that is going
I
to
don't
be a
think
very huge mistake, because
Donald Trump is a
America has
crazy guy.
he has
His speech in his side
Trump.
of the world.
He has a lot to do in America. For
Yeah.
America to come back to normal, we're not talking about UK and the
Okay,
other countries.
you know another thing, another thing that you will look at America, you say no, these dudes cannot match up. Now, what is taking America where it is are private companies, the entrepreneur minds they have. Somebody will have this plan. I want to do this thing. This is my dream, but I have to go to US to do it.
Yeah.
Anybody that wants to start a tech now, okay, I'm sure that this tech is what I want to do. They want to go to America to find another engineers, like-minded folks, right? That they can ask questions, hang out, and all those. You cannot get it here. There is already established companies that are bringing here. I'm not saying there are no
No, you're
startups
right.
here. I'm not
You're
saying
right.
there are no startups here.
Yeah, you're right.
Elon Musk right now wants to go to Mars in the next 2 years.
Mhm.
On crude distance to the Mars, and if it works out in the next 4 years before Donald Trump leaves, if everything works as planned, there'll be human being on Mars.
Yeah, that's yeah.
If all their plan works out.
I heard about that plan. Yeah, America. See, America has a very good mindset.
Look at what OpenAI is doing.
Exactly.
They-
They
look-
have they have this AI. They have bring this artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
It has been working a lot. Today, I was having a conversation with my phone
Mm.
with this
ChatGPT.
chat GPT.
Yeah, that is OpenAI.
I was having a conversation with it. Like, even my flatmate was thinking that I was with someone in the room, because I was having a conversation, asking questions and then getting feedbacks from my questions, and it's like, you're having a
Yeah, I'm
real-
chatting with my a regular chat with this one at home. Yeah, I do that.
We're having a real conversation. I'm like,
Yeah.
this advanced technology that they brought as well is helping people. America, they have a good mindset.
Yeah.
The people that is there, they are studying a lot. American individuals are people who has bring a lot of ideas, a lot of innovations, a lot of development. But the problem is the country, the rules of the country.
It's always going to be like that.
No, it cannot.
It is always going to be like that.
It can be better. It can be better
Yeah.
if they do the right things. There are people now in that American government.
When they say this country is great, it's going to be great in all around.
Yeah, there are few people in the American government that says what happened. This happens in every country.
What they call bureaucracy.
Exactly. It happened in every country, in every parliament, in every government, in any country. There are always few people that has what it takes to say that will be what will happen. For instance, in Nigeria now, the government of Nigeria is not the one ruling. They are the Qatars, the Kabars, which are the people who makes the final decisions, and then they can let the president know this is 1, 2, 3 that we want to do, and this is how we want it to be done, and the president has to carry out those orders. This something is happening in America, but if those people can come together and make America a better place, I don't think there will be a country to compare America as a world.
It also depends what you're doing. But if it's how they're shooting people on the streets, everything you're seeing, they can minimize it a bit. They can minimize it a bit, but it will still happen.
No,
It will still happen.
it's gonna take time to get America back on track to be, in terms of blending their security point of view to make it a safe country. It's gonna take time.
What is
but
happening in America right now?
They can do it.
What is happening in America right now has always been there.
Yes, it has always been there,
Yeah.
but no, there was a time when it was better. There was no massive shooting, all these crazy robberies and shooting. You see a 13 years old kid bring a gun to school.
No, no,
and start
this
shooting
no,
people.
this one that is happening right now is because of this. They are left. They have gone too far left. That is why men right now they don't want to be men no more. That is why this one is happening right now. But if it's security issues, it has always been there. But people know that there will always be security issue in America. They will still go there and be great.
Yeah, of
The, the,
course.
the chance you get to maximize your potential in America, the chance you will have to maximize your potential in America is more than every other country. You have people ready to support your dream before you even know. Be sure that this is what I want to do.
Yeah, that's true, and that's one thing I love. That's one thing I love about America. Because
America,
there
you
are
raise the
people-
highest, biggest. You raise the biggest money for a startup than any other country.
Exactly. There are people who are there ready. They are financially stable,
Yeah.
ready for you to bring what you have and see if these things can contribute or can increase their finance profits. Definitely, they will give you what it takes for you to start up whatever
If
it is.
my podcast right now, if it's in America, I've gotten sponsorship since long time ago.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. In that aspect, I would say I will agree with you 100% because there's a lot of people, like I said.
This is why this aspect is why UAE cannot compete. It's not that UAE is not great. UAE is morphing. UAE is morphing, but you can also get carrot cake, and that is America.
Okay, from that aspect that you're coming there, I didn't see that coming.
And that is US.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, there's a lot of people that are financially stable and ready
Yeah.
to assist, to sponsor you. Because it's like, a national cake. You get yours, I get mine. Once my court is coming, I don't mind supporting you. I don't mind giving you all the necessary support you need financially for you to succeed.
Yeah.
Once we have an agreement and this is coming from there, and I will be receiving this and you'll be receiving that. It doesn't mind.
If any of them see me from somewhere, oh, I remember you were this guy on camera talking shit, this, that. Dude, I'm talking back to you, man.
That's true.
I'm talking back to you straight, man.
There is this content creator, Speed something. I don't know. I forget the name of this.
iSpeedy.
Yes, this guy is making a lot.
No, they're out of this level, man.
Those guys, I know how he started, and look at where he is now.
Streamer is crazy.
Yeah.
Even this Nigerian streamer, TikTok streamer, Pella. If Pella was there, or if he was an American or he's based there, he'll be cashing crazy money than these people. People will come and give him endorsements, come and do this,
Yeah,
He'll
of
be
course.
getting crazy dollars, man.
Of course.
So
That's true.
that is it. I think it's because of the culture that makes UAE to be this safe.
Yeah, their culture.
Yeah, I think it
rules.
has to do with culture aspect and how people fall in line is also, there is nobody that heard about that news, about that guy, that relationship issue
Yes.
that will come here and wants to try it also.
Absolutely, because
Yeah.
that one made people understand that. No, you can't. UAE is not a place I can go.
Before I
mess
come
up.
here, a lady told me, you cannot even hold hands if you are not married.
In UAE, right?
Yeah. We cannot hold hands if we're not married. Then I asked her, how do boyfriend and girlfriend, how do they? He said, no, this, that, plenty of excuse and all that.
Yeah,
So,
because UAE has promoted these from the onset.
and we are behind them because they are doing a tremendous job. We are behind them. Security here, that is why we're coming on the podcast to talk what they're doing, to give them their accolades, right? They are doing a tremendous job.
Oh my God,
They are doing a
it's
tremendous job.
amazing.
So they should keep on doing what they're doing, and they're everly going to keep up doing what they're doing, even without me talking about it. So the real estate that is booming has to also do with the security. That UAE security is stable. You can have your family here,
Absolutely.
do whatever you want to do. The businesses, they have business friendly environment, everything tax free. Everybody's always talking about tax free and how your business will appreciate, and the millions of people coming here for tourism, right?
Yes.
It means whatever business you have here, you must sell. Right? Whatever business you have here, if it's house, people will come. They will prefer to book apartment 1 month, 2 months than staying in a hotel.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yes.
people do that,
Yes.
right?
There are people who does that.
So it has to do is because of the security and how friendly environment UAE is.
Yes.
So
Yeah. And it's a country that attracts millions all over. Almost 200,000. Is it 200,000 or more than that nationalities are staying in UAE? Around 200 nationalities.
So
across UAE.
it's a respectful. They have a respectful culture. The environment is very respectful. You know, UAE has the highest diverse nationality.
Yes.
UAE has the highest. In our company, do you know how many?
We've got a lot.
More than 50
Yeah, more than 50
in our company
nationalities.
alone.
Just imagine this is just it's just one establishment.
Did
The
they?
motor place of
The
whole
director.
country.
I was having a podcast with our director, and he said that. I
Yeah.
was like, wow.
More than 50 nationalities.
Yes, it's crazy. And there is no fighting, there is no crazy misunderstanding.
Yeah,
There will be
'cause
argument, right? There will always be an argument.
Yes, of course, argument will be there. There is a misunderstanding, a misunderstanding or to agree. Of course,
yeah.
you have a misunderstanding, you come to an agreement, which is normal. But the thing is, the law has put everyone to have that common understanding from each other. You know that, okay, I can use abusive words. I cannot shout at this person. I cannot hit at this person.
No, you cannot
Yeah.
hate, man.
There is the law has made everybody understand, even though he doesn't know English. You know that this place is not
Understand coming?
yeah, understand coming.
You understand it's on this way.
Say,
Understand this on this
is
way.
not your country, my
Yeah.
friend. It's not your country. You know that kind of a thing. Even though he doesn't speak English, whenever you're coming, people will let you know that this place you are is a straightforward security
Yeah.
country, a straightforward rules and regulation. You have to follow.
They
it.
have done their job. Now everybody is spreading the news just like we're doing. Everybody, the woman that handled the issue of the daughter from her country will also testify. I was not even in UAE and I got justice.
Absolutely.
She will talk about it.
Of course.
She will talk about
the news
it.
is
So
everywhere.
yeah.
You know?
So this is, I think, it speaks for itself. Their work speaks for itself. So I'll try to bring this segment to close. It's good that you came here to explain most things to us. And the thing I can still not understand is how everybody falls in line. I still can't understand that one.
No,
Immediately you steps out of plane,
Nobody needs
all
to,
your device, all the devices in your head will start working.
nobody
straight.
needs to tell you that you cannot film publicly without any authorization. You cannot
Take somebody's
know,
picture without asking
Of
first.
course, you cannot just go to the public or even go to the metro station and start playing a loud music or speaking on a loud phone or even chewing gum in the metro. All those things are rules which has already been set, and there are signs.
And you know another crazy thing, right? If you go to metro now, sometimes during the rush hour, see how it is jam packed inside metro, and you will not see anybody insulting anybody.
Of course, is very
Everybody will be pushing everybody.
Yeah, you can push, you can struggle to go inside, but you just have to maintain yourself. All you need is when you get to your stop, you leave.
Then I will ask my next neighbor, how did we respect ourselves inside this metro and we cannot respect ourselves outside?
Because they know there is a police downstairs waiting. Once you do something bad, there is a police downstairs waiting, and immediately that moment you register that complaint, the justice will start.
You don't even need to register that complaint because they are seeing you. Immediately you step out of a metro or the next stop, police will come and take you.
They will just take you gently. They will just take you without even uttering a word, and you will face whatever it is. If you did something wrong, you will face it. And one thing I love about the police here, they don't rough handle people. It's not like back home. when they are coming to arrest
Let me tell you another thing.
you know how they do the arresting now?
All the democratic government in the world
Mm-hmm.
has a security issue. All. Check.
Yeah, I would say that's true.
All the democratic government in the world, they all have security issue. All right, everybody. Thank you for joining us and staying with us. I hope this one is enjoyable. You know, every day, every week, we'll bring a podcast, an enjoyable podcast to you. Informative, enjoyable, and we're trying to make it conversational so that you will also be smiling if you are somebody that is having a bad day. Every Monday, we are going to be bringing a real estate podcast to you. And Wednesday and Friday, we'll bring high professionals to inform you of what UAE and business is all about. And if you've not subscribed to my channel, now is your time to subscribe. I always ask you guys to comment. Please comment. It is essential that you comment because your feedback will improve the podcast. You also, so that we can give you the experience that you're asking for. So please give us your feedback. It is essential. I need it. Vic Influential Platform needs your comments, please. And share this video, like it, and see you next time. Okay, I want to plead to South Africans. I need a South African to have a podcast with me. I need a South African to come on my podcast. We need to talk. See you.